What's up, bro chachos and bro chachas? And if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. But today we're gonna have a little fun adventure with the Skyline. We're meeting up and having a barbecue with all of the other Skyline owners that we have here in San Diego. If you didn't know that, that's where I live. But we gotta get ready, gotta get Lando packed up, gotta get his stroller and everything packed into the car, so that'll take a minute, but that's kind of what we're gonna have planned for today. It should be fun, should be cool. Gonna see a ton of dudes. We haven't had one of these meets in a long time, so it's gonna be good to see a good rollout of all the dudes that own Skylines in here. We don't have everybody in chat that owns Skylines in San Diego, but we have a good majority of them, and it's a bunch of great people, so it should be fun. We should have a good time, and I'm excited, but we got to get packing first. All right, you guys, we're packed up, ready to go. We've got everything in here that we're gonna need. I got my camera bag with all my stuff in it because I'll be shooting photos and videos of the car, obviously. And then I've got his stroller, at least the first portion of it, the wheels. We got a couple of foldy chairs underneath, but we got everything to fit into the Skyline, which, is easier said than done, but we got it done because, this is a family car, you guys. Nissan put back seats for a reason. So enjoy it with at least 4 people. I don't know about having a middle seat. Right now, the son's car seat takes up the middle and the back. But, for me, for my wife, and for us, this is a family car, and we go out and we do stuff in it all the time. So if you're not doing stuff with your family with your sick-ass JDM cars, man, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Say hi to baby Lando, you guys. Struggles of getting a baby in the back of these things, though, but it's all worth it. All right, you guys, we made it. I got the kid unpacked, the wife unpacked. We got everything out, ready to do some barbecue. But here's some of the cars that showed up so far, dude. These things are fire. That. My Skyline. We got another 34, another 44. This one's clean, dude. This one's got the full wide body, the fucking Z-tune and everything. This one's clean. Ooh, on the LMGTs too. Ooh, she's clean though. Yeah. Sick, dude, with the Recaros, the reds. Red Recaros. Oh man, she clean. I know the motor on this is built too, so badass. And then there's his Instagram if y'all want to check him out. Oh, focus in, there we go. But badass, dude. This thing's sick. We got a couple 32s here too, a couple GTRs. Got one in white with the TEs, dude. These things are sick. These are nice. Look at that in like the graphite color. Very clean, beautiful. Gotta love a good 32 GTR, dude. These things are just so raw, so insane. Just, beautiful, amazing car, dude. And they look so good. Like, no body kit, no nothing. They look great. And then we got another nice example of a 32 GTR, dude. This one, I don't know the wheels on these ones, but either way, they look clean. They look clean. Those are sweet. He was at ours day, official ours day. Pretty sure I know whose car this is, but I don't want to say and then it's somebody else's car. He's got the single Recaro in here, left the other stock seat, you know, in true JDM fashion. What a Momo steering wheel. This thing's clean. So clean. Oh, I do know whose car this is. Yeah, the wild card sticker. This thing is badass. Look at this, you guys. Fuck. I know he's I know this thing's pretty rowdy from what I've seen before, but fucking beautiful. And then we got one, and so we got one of every color here today, dude. On the CE28s, I think, or are those the work emotions? They're the work emotions. Oh, those are clean. Those are clean. Beautiful. But look at that, dude, you guys. In the silver, we got all three different colors. We only got two different colors, 34s, black and white, but we got black, silver, and white for the 32 GTRs. I mean, just beautiful examples of GTRs as well, dude. These are clean. Some aftermarket buckets wrapped in leather, dude. Very nice. Love it. Don't know what brand they are, but they're clean. He's got the GTR steering wheel of him, but you know, beautiful. There's no shift knob. Very nice. And, you know, you gotta love those rear ends, you guys. So nice, dude. I love JDM. And then a few add-ons, a few friends coming along, dude. We got this insanely clean FD. This RX-7 is sick. I mean, on the TEs too, same choice, the graphite. Beautiful. Just gorgeous. Beautiful wheels. And damn. And then he's got the red Recaros to match the red paint. Well done, sir. Well done. Beautiful. I mean, look at this. Look at that cockpit, dude. Just, you gotta love a good FD, man. This is such a beautiful car. And I think the best feature that most people love is that the door handle is right here, so you don't lose any of the body line as you come across the car. Great, dude. And of course, that iconic classic rear end. I'd say one that's almost as iconic as the Skyline rear ends, but this is gorgeous. Paint beautiful, you know, well kept. He's got the Ganador style mirrors. He's got a carbon rear wing, dude. Like, this thing is sick, you guys. Beautiful. Got a nice Z right here, a little 350 action. I think he's running the same wheels I actually run, but you know, mine came on my car. I plan to change them out eventually, but you know, here's the rear ends of all the 34s, because I know everybody loves to see those 34 rear ends. But just beautiful, gorgeous. And that extra width, dude. See, this is what I need to do to mine. I need to get the wide body and get it to the GTR style like fenders, because honestly, it does make a difference. It does make the car look so nice, you know. In my opinion, I mean, I own a GTT, but in my opinion, it's just like they're too narrow. I think they are a little narrow, so down the line, that's something I hopefully plan to do. But either way, I love my car. I just love the way it drives and runs and looks too. It's just all it needs is that little bit of wide body, and she'll be gorgeous, dude. Especially this swan neck will probably look way better once I get it a little wider, because it pokes. I think this swan neck actually pokes just to the edge of the fenders, which is fine, just maybe a slightly past. So I think when I wide body it, it'll be perfect money. We got an Infinity way over there. I don't think he didn't want to embarrass us, I guess. I don't know, but as you guys can see, you know, our little barbecue turnout is sick, dude. A bunch of great guys, you know, great cars, and I'm pretty sure we got more people coming, so, you know, but I'm gonna go ahead, probably whip out my other camera, start doing some photography and stuff like that, and just, you know, try to get some clean shots of these cars. So these are beautiful examples of these cars, and the reasons I got into cars, dude. JDM right here. JDM, like, who doesn't love a good Japanese car? These things are fucking sick. But on that note, I'm gonna go do some photography work, and I'll be back with you guys. All right, you guys, a few more cars have showed up. You know, I didn't really give an update because, you know, it's kind of busy talking to everybody, but the whole gang's just kind of out here having fun on the water, you know, just grilling it up, enjoying, having a good time. We got the wife and baby Lando. Lando's loving it. He loves all the cool cars. He thinks they're badass. But as you guys can see, we got a few other beautiful examples of cars show up. We have this white 34 GTR, just reminding me that I'm poor and I can't afford one of these. Thanks, bro. I appreciate you. But she's gorgeous, dude. She's on the fucking bronze TEs. Beautiful. You know, it looks like, at least for the most part, the rest of everything's fairly stock. You know, the interior, he looks like maybe went OEM plus. The interior looks like it's fairly well kept, redone. And you know, he's got the stock 34 GTR seats, he's got the stock steering wheel. It looks like he has at least a white Nismo gauge cluster. You know, just everything fairly stock, but you know, just a beautiful car. There's those bronze TEs. I mean, man, dude, I mean, I wish this is what my car was. You know, white GTR, and it's a V-spec. I mean, this thing's gorgeous, but at the end of the day, right now, this is probably like close to a $250,000 car, which is pretty insane, but it's just such a sick car nonetheless. I'm sure he's owned it before the prices got absolutely crazy and insane, but you know, it is what it is. You know, the market is what it's at because some people are just willing to pay those prices, you know, for these cars, you know, the nostalgia and everything. I mean, I paid a lot for my GTT, but, and then we got a GTST R33 right here. This is the only 33 we have here today, in a blue. Very cool. The guy that owns it's a real nice guy, you know. He's got the quick disconnect steering wheel, you know, a little more aftermarket. His boost gauges are aftermarket. You know, a little bit of stuff done, you know. He's got the Z-Tune style front hood for his 33. Very cool. Looks like he needs some new headlight lenses, but you know, nothing crazy. And then, you know, there's a lot of clean examples of cars over here. We got a 34 sedan over here. We'll go check that out. And then I think I showed you guys the RX-7 earlier, but then we got a Mark IV Supra that rolled up. You know, just beautiful cars on such a beautiful day out here in beautiful sunny San Diego. And then here's that 34 sedan I was talking about. This thing is gorgeous. This thing's gorgeous too. Clean, dude. You know, nothing too crazy done to it yet, but it is clean. You know, a lot of people are choosing this option over the other options just because it's more affordable. You know, and even then, she probably still paid like 15-20 grand. Yeah, probably 15. It's an automatic. I don't know what motor she's got in it, but this is a female-owned car, which is also super cool to see. You know, every time there's, you know, a female-owned car in the community, it's nice to see that they're in our space. You know, just trying to build and, you know, love these cars as much as we do. So it's a 25 GT, so it is probably, you know, at least the RB25 turbo, but it is automatic. So yeah, she probably spent 15-20 on this. If she spent more, I apologize. That sucks, but you know, I just couldn't bring myself to do the 4 doors, man. I had to have a coupe when I got it, so that's just me though. And then here's that Mark IV Supra I was talking about in a beautiful black on black. He's got the, I don't know what rim choice he's got here, honestly, but you know, it's not too bad. You know, I wouldn't say my style of rim for a car, but you know, I think it suits the car very well. And you know, this thing's just beautiful. Ava Dynamics front lip, that's sick. You know, this thing's clean though, nice, well kept. It looks fairly stock, besides, you know, the wheels. But you know, he doesn't have his engine bay popped open, and you know, he still has the stock Supra. He's a Supra TRD seats, dude. I think this actually is a TRD. Let's see, got a Kinetic rear end. Look at how fat that ass is, guys. Damn. But yeah, it looks like it, dude. TRD Sports. So it might be a TRD Supra. That's pretty sick. Beautiful car, man. It's just such a beautiful day out here. You know, nice to enjoy it with the family and the friends, and then hopefully my camera footage isn't so shaky that it's just trash. But you know, I guess I'm gonna make you guys live with it either way. But you know, let's see some of the engine bays on some of these other cars we got going here. We got this 34 GTT. As you can see, we got 3 of them here. We got mine. We've got a black and another black one with kind of stock body, and then it looks like just like intake. You might have a front mount intercooler. He does, and then probably an exhaust. You know, and he's sitting still on pretty stock ride height. You know, but San Diego's roads aren't exactly the greatest, so I don't blame him. And you know, he's still, everything else in the engine bay looks fairly stock. You know, still got the cover and everything over it, but very cool. And then you've got a very more heavily modified example of a car. This guy just imported his recently. He finally just got it over to the States. He's had it in Japan for a while. He's got the Z-Tune style fenders. He did a wide body conversion, so they're riveted on, and then the body work, you know, kind of not too bad, but I do wish they would have done, you know, more body work to at least, you know, blend the lines together. But you know, it looks good. If I went right like that and I did like the riveted on style, I think I would just do some more body work in order to get that to look more flush. But as you can see, big fat single turbo. This thing's huge. Got a Greddy in there, very nice. HKS intake, and then he's got a beautiful intake manifold. I wonder what that is. Oh, it's a plasma man. Okay, that's sick. That's nice, dude. I wonder what kind of fuel rail he has. I wonder if he stayed on the stock or what. I don't know what he's making on this. I didn't really get to talk to him about it too much. But, you know, he's got the Blitz strut bar. And then, more than likely, most dudes run the Blitz front mount intercooler on these GTTs. So I'm assuming that's probably what he has. But, I mean, this is a clean example of a black GTT. And he's on the LMGTs as well. The LMGT4s in the black. These things are sick, dude. His fitment is great, dude. I mean, he is on coilovers. I'm on air because fuck California streets. But his beautiful red Recaro's in here, and then obviously he's got a sick Liberty Walk steering wheel. I'll get back on the other side so I can show that to you guys after I wrap around the rear. But very, very clean. Dust collected a little bit in probably a short amount of time since he's cleaned it, but that's just the caveats of having a black car. But this thing's gorgeous. He's got a fucking carbon GTR style wing. I used to have one like this and I got rid of it. Just, I don't know, man. Everybody runs the same stuff on these, and it's nice to be a little different. That's why I ran the swan neck on mine. But that beautiful Liberty Walk steering wheel, that thing's sick, dude. Super clean. I don't know if I'm catching focus. There we go. Yeah, cleaning. It's just a clean build, dude. He did well. Oh, he's got the Nismo gauges as well. He went with the black ones. They look nice. They do look good. I don't know. I haven't like if I do a Nismo gauge on mine, I haven't decided whether or not I want to go with white or black. I'm sure I'll end up going white, just because my car's white, you know. But we'll see. And then we'll move over to the 32 GTRs. This is where some of these dudes get a little wild with these things. This one, he's got the. Let's see, let's get a frontal shot before I start going crazy, but you know, this beautiful white 32 GTR, and he's got them on the TEs, I think, which are SLs in the graphite as well. Beautiful. And then of course he's out here with that Garrett turbo, that fat single right there. That thing's sick. And then of course, you know, RB26 Greddy intake manifold. Just a bunch of cool stuff going on in here. You know, relocated his oil filter to make his life a little easier. I'm sure that spills a lot. Mishimoto fucking aluminum radiator. I mean, a lot of cool work done to this guy. This thing's beautiful. And then let's give you a good look at the interior. Interior is very nice, clean, well kept. Looks like fairly stock, you know, old stuff, but like it's just, you know, it looks like it at least was taken care of. So, you know, nice, beautiful car. And then of course that beautiful white rear end of a 32 GTR that everybody loves so much. And then this is John's black 32 GTR from Wildcat, or no, Wild Cards is the car club. Very cool. I mean, this guy, you know, he stayed with the twin turbo setup, but this thing is I've heard is fairly rowdy and you know, pretty wild. He's got carbon mirrors that are very nice, beautiful. Focus in, there we go. And he's got his Recaro bucket seat, so that way he can slam gears while he's running around. He still has his number on from ours day, but this is just where it gets wild. I think he pretty much went mostly HKS on everything in this engine bay. You know, he's got so he obviously still has the twin turbo setup, the pods, but all his intake piping, his intake manifold over here, HKS. He's got the HKS fuel rail, and I'm sure, I don't know what kind of injectors or anything he's running like that, but obviously just well built, beautiful engine bay, dude. And then, you know, here we go, rocking some stickers. Brown Cat, that's Mickey's new garage. You guys should go check that out if you see this. And then he's got the aluminum Greddy radiator, but honestly just a beautiful car. He's got the carbon strut tower, dude. That's beautiful. Number 7 racing. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's nice. And then his wheel choice is the one thing I don't know. I do not know what these are, but you know, he's on a big brake kit, and the wheel choice itself I'm not 100% sure on, but just beautiful. And then this one over here is a little tastefully modified. You know, changed out his he's got fog lights on the front, and then he changed out the front grille portion to put GTR on the front for the silver guy. But this thing's sick. You know, beautiful examples of all these. But you know, I was just more highlighting the engine bay since you guys saw these little earlier, so you can see like kind of what work some of these guys get done. But beautiful, 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 beautiful builds. You just love to see it, and love to see that they bring them out to, you know, these meets and just have a good time with us. But sick, sick, sick. Baby Lando thinks they're sick. Is that right, Lando? All right, you guys, I'm gonna take a little break from you know, vlogging around, talk to some of the guys, and then I think I'll shoot some more photos. You know, I probably won't put them in the video because it'll take me too long to edit the photos, but you know, it is what it is. If I do, I'll throw them in. All right, you guys, our leader of this group just finally gave me this is my San Diego Skyline owner's sticker, so we're gonna go put this bad boy on the R34 right now. Let's go. Look at that, beautiful Skyline. Gotta love it, dude. We got our little group chat of all of us that just own and love these cars. You know, it's actually all owners. Only owners are in this chat, but let's get this bad boy on here. I'm thinking I'm gonna put it on with my other beautiful sticker array. You know, we got the Got Rice. We got the previous owner put this little fucking deer on here, and then we got, you know, Larry Chan because he's goated. Resto Daddy, you know, he owns a 32 GTR with the DCT on it, which is actually pretty insane. But I'm gonna go ahead and one-handedly try to put this sticker on. Time for the wife to take over. Hopefully her hands aren't too shaky. Oh, man. Let's try to get the sticker off. There we go. Let me just give her a little wipe. She's fairly clean. I cleaned her the other day, but let's throw it right there. I think a perfect addition to the side of this window. Oh no, I got some bubbles. No, not the bubbles.
Get a card. So get them out.
Almost got it. Oh. There we go. Yeah. Don't use me as an example of how to put stickers on cars. I usually do a piss poor job. Oh well.
Jesus.
Good enough. You won't know unless you look super close, but I guess you guys watching this will know. But beautiful Skyline owners on the thing, and then of course all the rest of my badges on the back. But yeah, dude, just out here having fun, dude. We're loving it, having a good time, you know. Barbecuing over there, chilling, talking. Everybody's top shop throughout the day, you know, kind of stuff going on with their builds. You know, this guy's over here talking about his sick ass 32 GTR, but you know, everybody's just having fun, enjoying each other's times, and you know, like gathering as a community. And that's the best part about owning cars like this, is when you do get in the right communities. You know, like these people are so good, everybody's so nice, and it's just, and we're out here in beautiful weather. I hope the wind doesn't pick up too much on the microphone, but we're just out here having fun. So you know, that's the best part. And we're out here driving and enjoying our cars. You know, we all came out from wherever we are around town. Some dudes are a little more north, like Marietta, Temecula, like, you know, a little higher up there, Escondido and stuff like that, but you know, still within the San Diego like county lines. So you know, they're in the chats, and you know, everybody's super cool. You know, everybody's so nice, and we all come from different backgrounds and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, we just love Skylines, and that's what's important.
The car, whatever you have.
Hey, dude, look, Mario doing a little project in this. All the sign is sick ass Liberty Walk skateboard. That's dope as fuck, dude. Let's see. Yeah, I'll sign it. Here, look. You want to trade with me real quick?
Yeah.
You can be my camera guy for 2 seconds.
You want to be in the shot?
Yeah, I mean, why not? Let's see. I'll do it down over here. The infamous sausage. My crappy signature.
Oh, it's all good, dude. You're famous.
Faded sausage. You see, you want to put our car in there if it's not?
Yeah, if it's not in your handle.
Okay.
So, R34 GTT or however you want to write
R34 GTT. Double T's, baby. Hell yeah, dude. Then we'll go get a sick photo with the car.
it. Oh yeah. So that way we don't mark ourselves up.
Right? That's cool. That's a cool little thing you got going right there, dude.
Yeah, when I lived in Japan, I had an SSR wheel that was on the side. Like all the friends I made
Oh, that's
everything
badass.
else, so
That's cool, dude. Little memories to throw up in the
it's
office.
a little montage with everyone that signed it and their car.
Oh, that's
And
sick,
same
dude.
thing. So it was a all dented up wheel that I wasn't gonna rebarrel. So
Hit the curb a little too hard or what?
yeah, one of the other Skyline guys had it. He was gonna rebarrel it because everything else was good on it, but he ended up not doing that. I bought it for like $100. So
That's
it's
funny.
a good little memento from Japan.
Hell yeah, dude.
So let's do this angle just because we have more space on this side.
Sounds good. Hell yeah, bro. That's sick.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, dog. It's a
Nice
cool
to
little
meet
thing.
you guys.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You got a second, bro?
Yeah.
Let's talk about what you got going. Let's talk about what I need to do to my engine bay, I should say, dude. Let's see what you got going. I see a lot of the goodies you got going on, but let's get a little personal interview right here. We got our boy Mario. You don't mind?
guys?
You don't mind being on the YouTube?
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's all
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. But this is his, as I showed you guys earlier, the black 34 GTT with like all the fun goodies added on, dude. So tell us about it, man. Like what you got?
Yeah, this is a 2000 Nissan Skyline R34 GTT. I bought it from Garage Fan back in 23, so I've had it about 3 years now. I've done a couple of things to it on exterior, but mainly the main focus after that was done was the engine. So Works Hara, a garage out in Yamaguchi. Super great dudes. Takeshi-san and his dad and his brother did all the work. We kind of just went back and forth on my goals and what parts to use. So everything on the car is all Japanese parts except for the plenum. The plenum is by Plaza Man. It's got a Gradier truss turbo. It's got Tomei cams, Tomei timing belt. Got new gaskets, SARD injector, SARD fuel pump. I'm trying to think what else. We got HPI intercooler, HPI oil cooler kit. Turbo kit's full turbo kit. I'm trying to think of what else. There's so much other things I've done to it.
I mean, it looks like it has been a lot, dude.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's a lot done here, and you did everything in Japan.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
that pretty much your main goal? Was to just have the car finished before you came back to
Yeah,
Japan?
just
or from
because I know,
Japan?
I mean, the Skyline's been around in San Diego now at least for how long? Maybe 10 years now since the 32 became legal. So I didn't know if we're gonna be able to find a garage that could do all the stuff for the RB. So obviously I was in Japan, living in Japan at the time, that I had the experts there to work and do the things I wanted to do, and they knew without having to like learn the troubleshoot or anything. So they knew everything there. That was the biggest goal: get the car fully done before I left for Japan, which I was able to do. There's a couple of things I'll still do. It's got an old HKS ECU, so I'll probably get a Haltech or Link. Maybe do a couple of things for the interior. Maybe do Alcantara, wrap the whole thing in Alcantara. But
Oh, that'd be nice.
it's really nice right now. Obviously, it's got GTR style front bumper, authentic C-tune front end, Okubu factory rear quarter panels.
I mean,
Got,
beautiful. I mean, yeah, dude. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, as most of us say, and even me, I own a GTT. I mean, they're just too narrow, dude. You got to get it a little wider with that GTR body style, and it looks amazing, dude. And then the black looks. I know black is a lot harder to maintain
Yeah,
as
it's
a
the
color.
worst.
Like you've been here for like an hour, and the dust
Yeah.
that collect on it
I know.
is insane.
It's painful.
That's the life of living black, dude.
Yeah.
Like mine's white, and I just love white, but it's also the easiest to keep clean.
Oh, for sure.
And but you know, this build is nice, dude. And the fact, and I bet you saved a lot of money doing it in Japan as well.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's still expensive, you know, to build something like this.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you know, it probably was a lot cheaper. And then you were gonna, and the fact that you had this out in Japan,
Yeah.
and I'm assuming you drove it quite a bit out in Japan too. Yeah, and all over, get all the cool pics and stuff like that. And you know, I showed you guys earlier his Instagram handle. Go check it out. He's got some cool stuff of when he had the car in Japan. But now, as you heard, it's a 2000. That's why he just recently imported it. So you know, he's got all the good stuff, you guys. Like, this thing's sick, and he's a great guy, and he's got this cool little skateboard now as a memento of like all of us in our little Skyline community getting together, which is badass, dude. You know that right there is the love we have for these cars is why we do all this stuff, and then the friendships, the brotherhoods, and everything like that. That's why we build these beautiful, amazing cars. It's getting more and more expensive, and I know the younger kids wish they can do it, but you know, a lot of us work really hard to get the money it took to do something like this. But if you don't mind me asking, what'd you pay for the car in Japan?
So I bought my car from Garage Defend. I paid $42 for the car before everything else was done to it. It was pretty completely stock. It had different wheels, different wing, the seats. There's a bunch of stuff that I've changed out since then.
Okay.
But about $42,000 just for the car. I'll send you some pictures so that way you can post it on your video. How it looked before I bought it.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, dude. That's. I mean, 42. I mean, I'm kind of surprised they were even that much. Still, it's still being in Japan.
No, in Japan it's the same prices because
yeah,
same prices.
I figured maybe it was a little cheaper because of the whole import thing, but not really.
Not really.
Damn.
I mean,
dude.
obviously the cars we're selling here are kind of covering, maybe raise a little bit to cover the shipping costs, but it's still pretty expensive.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't pay much more than mine, but mine's still fairly stock motor-wise. I paid $45 for mine already here in the States.
Yeah, that's
so
why.
at least that makes me feel a little bit better. I mean, mine's clean. There's like very minimal rust on it, and it looks like yours is in the same shape, you know. But like, and I see areas where I'll have to get in there with like a grinder and like touch it up and maybe repaint and stuff like that. But like, I mean, these were cars in Japan for 25 years.
Yeah.
But you know, that's, you know, at least I don't feel as bad now paying my 45 grand. I thought I maybe overpaid a little bit, but you know, hearing that, I didn't really. And then like, what roughly did the whole build cost for your motor cost?
So probably, to be like close as possible, probably like 20 grand into it. I mean, that's including tires, wheels, the sets of wheels and tires I've gone through. The entire engine itself was probably like 12 grand.
Okay, the engine work was about 12.
About like the seats, the wing, the rear diffuser.
I know that stuff gets pricey, dude. Like, I know you want to get on air suspension, or at least cups, cups, and that alone is expensive. Like, I paid almost $6 grand, and I installed it myself to do my air suspension. But you know, it is convenient because the roads out here in San Diego, they're fucking rough. They're very
out
brutal.
here was brutal.
Yeah, dude, you were the one. He warned us in the chat that there was a big old dip, and I just ignore those warnings because I just air up. You know, like, you know, I spent the money, I'm gonna use that shit, but you know, like, it's crazy. So I mean, hopefully one day down the line you can at least get. I don't know. I feel like cups might be the better route for these cars just because of how they're meant to be driven. And don't get me wrong, I still slam it on mine on air, and it still rides really good, and I can still hit the corners fairly well. I know it's a lot harder to like dial up your exact setup compared to doing coilovers, but it'd be sick to see. So that way, at least you're not struggling to get around, because you don't want to. You don't want to ruin that beautiful front end, you guys. Like, look at that. It's beautiful, gorgeous. And, you know, he's put a lot of money. And me, myself, dude, we all know it. A lot of money goes into these, especially since he's on those LMGT4s. What'd you pay for those? $3, $4 grand?
I paid $2,700 actually. I got
$2,700?
So shout out to that chief in Yokosuka. Yeah, $2,700 for the wheels and tires. It was already wrapped.
Damn, you guys. If you know, that's a steal, dude. If you know these wheels, that's a steal. You're usually minimum $3,500.
They're 19.5 square, so.
Hell yeah, dude. Sick. Man, that's crazy. That's a wild price, bro. That's actually crazy to hear.
He never used them either. He mounted it once and then he took them off, and then he was trying to get rid of them. So.
What kind of car did he have?
He had an R34 GTR.
Oh, 33 GTR.
But it didn't fit right. The 19s are pretty big for the 33 and the 32. The 19s look good on the 34 because the wheel well's bigger. Yeah. The car itself is pretty big, so.
I know. I think if I change wheels, I think I will go to the 19s. I don't know what wheel I'm gonna go with it. I think I'm gonna go with triple chrome TEs, dude. I think that's what I'm gonna do. That like polished ones. Those things are sick. Yeah, that's the thing. I've got a white car, so I think either that. I do like the black offset for it, but I think the chrome will just like, people will be like, ooh, shiny, and they'll gravitate towards it even harder. They'll be like, this is a cool car. But that's cool, man. Well, Mario, dude, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk about your build, you guys, and check out his Instagram for those 5 people that see this video.
Yeah, let me know if you catch me on town. If you have a Skyline, come sign my board as a little memento. Once it's all finished, I'll make a video and then I'll post it in my office.
You heard it. You see him in the wild in San Diego, he'll have his board with him for a while. So get to signing. Let the community get together for stuff like this. Let's bring that negative light away from all the takeover dudes and show that, you know, we are good people. All right. Well, we're ending at least the barbecue here, where me and the wife are gonna take off. It was fun. It was really nice getting to meet like a lot of the crew and a lot of the people around here. I know it's like kind of hard to get out with the way things are currently, but it was fun seeing all the cool cars. Gonna talk about some of the builds and stuff like that, and then so, you know, from here our journey still continues though. We're gonna go to the Fujiwara Tofu Cafe up in Los Angeles. I guess they're gonna be closing up shop, which kind of sucks, and I haven't had the chance to get up there, so I'm gonna take the chance today to go and do it. So we're gonna stop by home so the wife can change real fast, and then we're gonna head up north. It'll be a little bit of a drive, but I think it'll be fun. And then next time you guys see us, we'll either be on the road or we'll be there. Figured I'd give you guys a little update. You know, we're about halfway up to LA to get to the Fujiwara Tofu Cafe. I had to stop for gas, dude. I hit a quarter, and I know my gas light is coming on in a second. But we got the family sleeping in the back. They're tired. So next time you guys see us, we'll be at the cafe. So cool. All Alright, you guys, we finally made it. We made it to the Fujiwara Tofu Cafe, dude. And look what I ended up parking right next to, dude. This sick ass 35 GTR, bro. He's got it running right now. I don't know if you guys can hear the exhaust. Let me run over there so you guys can hear this. I don't know how well the mic is picking that up, but he said he only has downpipes done, and then the rest of it's still stock exhaust. But it sounds pretty good. It sounds mean, but you know, it was a long drive. This was like a 2.5 hour drive because the traffic was real shitty. But we got baby Lando.
He's upset.
And the wife, and we're at the cafe. We'll go inside and check it out. Thank you. Sick. All the cool little initial D stuff. This place is badass. Oh, my wife pointed out there. Sick little display here. Look at all this A86 initial D stuff. This is sick. They're closing in the next week, so by the time I post this, they'll probably be closed. But you know, I hope some of you guys will be able to make it here, because this place is pretty cool. And once I heard they were closing, I was like, I don't really have much of a choice but to come and check it out. But it's cool, man. Like, they got the door on the wall right there, like right above where you order, and then they just have other prints and stuff like that. They got FD barrel, their own barrel, got a Pepsi donut. There's a little table speed to sit on, and they got another little display case for you to check stuff out. It's cool, man. It sucks that they're gonna close, but this place is badass. And then they've got the initial D arcade game in the back, which is super sick. And then I think I saw some merch, which is pretty cool. We'll probably pick something up, but we're gonna get something ordered, and then we'll be with you guys in a second. They got initial D playing on the TV. That's sick. Me and the wife both got the Fujiwara special. Looks pretty good. And then we got some tofu pudding, so which hopefully will also be delicious. But we shall see. The man, the myth, the legend. Yo, what's up, dog?
What's up, man? What you
Chilling.
doing out here?
Oh, dude, I heard they were closing, so I had to show face, bro. I was like, yeah, it was a long ass drive, but I've always been meaning to come out here and come check it out. So I was like, you know what? We had a meet earlier actually with all the Skyline owners in San Diego. We had like a barbecue or whatever, and then I was like, fuck, and I saw it, and I was like, damn, no way. I was like, they're closing. I never had a chance to come out, so I was like, dude, I gotta go. And I told her, I was like, today, or I go by myself Tuesday, or next Sunday. And then she was like, we can just go today. And I was like, fuck it, which was perfect, dude. It was good getting to run into you. I was like, oh, I saw the purple, and I was like, yo, is that Alex? I was like, I think that's him, dog. Like, and then I kind of like roughly saw your silhouette as you guys were kind of moving around. I was like, that's fucking him. And then you got out of your car. I was like, that's my boy. I was like, oh, and I had to send you the picture. Creeping, dude, creeping through the window, fucking all.
I'm itself.
This is my wife, and this is my son, baby Lando. He gets to enjoy the Skyline too. It's a family car, man. It's got 4 seats. It's got 4 seats.
I seen the video when you're installing the car seat in it.
Yeah, dude. That's dude. It's the best part now, dude. I get to still enjoy it with my family and stuff, so it's fun, dude. I love it. But dude, I was like, it was so random. I can't believe it. I was like, oh fuck. I was like, it was just so funny. I was like, oh shit. I was like, I haven't seen him in a hot minute. She's like, where'd you meet him? I was like, I met him at that meet in Long Beach. And I was like, she's like, oh no shit. I was like, yeah. So I was like, dude. I was like, we'll have to go outside and say hi. So I was like, hell yeah, dude. Dude, last time I saw you, you didn't get to sit in it. You want to sit in the Skyline, see what it's like?
Sure.
Let's do it. I think the front door, I think it's open. I think I left it open. There we go. It's gonna be a tight fit, but I believe in
I believe in you.
I believe in you. You're the chosen one. Yeah, it's small in there, dude. This was meant for small Japanese salarymen, dude.
Nope.
You're like, not happening.
I get stuck.
It's hard, dude. I think I had one of my...
You can't take off the steering wheel, huh?
No. It was so good to see you again, bro. Swear, I was like, oh shit. I was like, hell
What are the
yeah.
odds?
Dude, for reals. Like, honestly, like, we decided to make it today, and then they had the you know, bring your dogs thing or whatever, the park and bark. But, you know, obviously big show out, but, you know, it's cool. I think I'll walk around and just take a look at some of the cars for real quick. Oh, there's the cops. Highway patrol. Or is that a fake highway patrol car? No, California exempt, dude. We got CHP checking out the whips, dude.
Are these yours?
There, yeah, some of the owners here, yeah. Sick, huh? Yeah, appreciate you, thank you. That's funny though. Hey, CHP out here supporting us, you guys. They come out checking out the whips. What you doing, Lando? Focus, there we go. It's like nothing, just chilling. Damn, you guys. They're having a meet right now, I guess, and you know, lots of people turning out. This is nice, dude. I just came over here to get pictures of my Skyline with this before they closed, but I mean, there's a bunch of good stuff. We'll make a quick little walk real quick. See what we got going on here. We got the Civic SI. We got an E46. Puppy! I love doggos. The theme of this one is to bring your dog, so people brought their dogs out. Super cute. This guy's got the, what is it, the Moto Compo thing with his GT, his GR86. That's cool. Oh, that's cool. That's sick. They draw stickers and do stuff like that. That's super cool. And then, dude, we got the Yaris, man. This thing's sick. Or is this a Matrix? I don't know. One of those two. This shit is hard. We got this bagged hatch Corolla. Oh, yeah. Nice. Ooh, the carbon hood. Ooh. Got another Civic. Oh, we got a Corolla, dude. Look at this. This thing's all, we got side skirts and it's got dumps to the ground, dude. You can make a daily sick. Got a BMW. Oh, we got the fake taxi Subi covered in carbon fiber. Inspirational right here. This guy's doing it. We got BMW, and then this is Alex's car. The guy I was just talking with. This is his Acura, his RSX.
I like the purple.
He's got the Brahms seats, dude. He let me sit in this back in Long Beach when we were up there for that meet before Formula Drift in October. And the seats were really comfortable. They're reclinable, and they still hug you enough, like if you're just daily driving, which is cool. But you know, he's got the quick disconnect, you know, all the fun goodies. And then he doesn't have it on right now, but he's got underglow. He did aftermarket lighting to his headlights and his tail lights. Got the carbon trunk, carbon wing, you know. And then there's his Instagram if you guys want to check it out, Grim717. He's got some cool stuff. It's a sick build, dude. There's his wheels. Clean. It's clean, dude. And you don't see these RSXs out very often. But, you know, it's been a long time since I've seen him, and it was just really random that the day I choose to come out here, he happens to be here. So that was cool. We got, what is this? This is a Lexus. But he's got the Altezza badge. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, he's got that Altezza look going hard, but this is probably like a GS300 or an IS300 or something. Pretty cool though, obviously because it's left-hand drive, so it's a Lexus. But yeah, he debadged it completely to give it that Altezza look that looks pretty cool. Those things are sick. The Altezzas from Japan, you know, and those are pretty cheap right now, but I bet when they start being more importable, you know, people will use them as drift cars and stuff. We got a very clean E36. Besides the E30, I think this one's my favorite generation. This thing's clean, super cool. Then we got a WRX right here. Ooh, look at those mirrors, those are cool. Hopefully this comes through, but he's got like a little cool like samurai looking wrap on that going on right there. That's pretty sick. Cool little touch, you know. We got a 370Z kind of tucked over there, and then, you know, we got the walk back of these cars up front. But, you know, a good turnout. You know, I've never actually come out here, and I hear they usually have good turnouts for their meets when they do have them. So it's pretty badass and pretty cool to see all these people out here with their sick builds. We got this Celica. A Corolla. This is just a Corolla. But we got this Evo 10. This thing's clean. This clean though. It's on some Regameisters. Another Civic. Ooh, on some TEs. This thing's pretty clean. Looks like he even wide bodied it. This looks, yeah, this has got it. This is wide body for sure. Whoop. But this thing's clean. We got this fucking GTI right here. This Golf. This thing's sick. And we got, oh, this thing's cool. This is an old Sentra. What is this? Not 100% sure. Maybe it'll say something on the back. This thing's clean though. Look at that. Look at that interior, dude. Damn, that shit is clean as hell. What the hell's going on here? Oh, it's an old Acura. Oh, okay. Shows what I know. We got another E36 a little over there. I don't want to walk that far. We got CHP waiting to pull us over there. Sneaky bugger. But I think this is where we're gonna call the day. We're gonna get ready to head back to San Diego and just, you know, go to bed, get ready for work tomorrow. Kind of is what it is. Oh wait, before I go, a couple of Miatas. These things are cool. Gotta love a cute little Miata, and then obviously the cafe. But you know, good time here. It was fun, dude. Sucks to see that they're going. Sucks to see that they're closing out. But it is what it is, and I'll see you guys on the next one.